If you want to do something right, do it yourself. It's a famous phrase which hasn't aged a day, in terms of its idiocy, of course. In this video, I'll give you 5 prime reasons why you should delegate and how it can boost your career. Also, I'll share some tricks on how to start delegating and how to maximize your benefits from it. Whether you are an experienced executive of a big division or an aspiring manager of a small team, you may find something useful here. Now, first of all, let's determine what kind of delegation are we talking about here. It's not about dumping coffee runs or boring admin tasks on your employees, because that's just being a lazy asshole. The true delegation is the one that benefits both you and your employees, and your business as a result. And that's the one we're talking about here. So, reason to delegate number 1. Free up your time for strategy. You can't be an effective general if you're stuck in the weeds. There are people who will do way better than you on the front line. Your time is best applied giving your team the vision, strategy and direction to move the whole thing forward. Your duty is making the bigger decisions and accepting responsibility for their consequences. In fact, people often start micromanaging because they lack confidence in their own decisions and in their own skills. Micromanagement creates an illusion of control and power, when in fact it is just a form of procrastination. If you don't believe that you're capable of creating a vision and an efficient business process and coach people to nurture it, then you will put it off by spending your time micromanaging. And that creates a vicious loop where neither you or your employees achieve top potential. So stop doing that. Reason to delegate number 2. Boost ownership. Ask yourself, who is more invested in the success of your project? An employee who is just robotically doing the legwork on your very precise instructions and under your very close supervision, or an employee who was given an opportunity to contribute their vision into the project, influence its direction and its process? It's pretty much always the second one. A sense of accomplishment from having that kind of ownership of the project and seeing it from inception to completion is very rewarding and is a good thing for morale. It gives a sense of value and can do wonders for people's initiative. And that is why a very important part of delegation is not just sharing the work, but also sharing authority. Employees should have the authority to be able to move things along for the most part. But don't worry, you can still serve as the gatekeeper at specific points in the process. Reason to delegate number 3. Supercharge skills. You may think that you're the best at everything, but it is very likely that you're not. I doubt that you're a grandmaster in creative writing, Excel, coding, modeling, client calls and social media engagement all at the same time. If you are, congratulations for being a superhuman, but you still may need to delegate. Give tasks to people according to their strengths. Coach them and direct them from time to time, but let them just mostly fly with it. Employees will improve their skills and become much more valuable as assets, and in the long term their output will certainly exceed your own. And that's the whole point. As a manager or business owner, it's no longer about your individual performance, it's all about the overall performance of the team and the company. So this should add to your ego, not detract from it. Reason to delegate number 4. Hidden gems. Until you give people the responsibility for something and take them out of their comfort zones, neither you nor they will know their true potential. That quiet guy just plugging away spreadsheets may be awesome in client presentations, and the lady that you got for writing product blurbs may be amazing in running social media accounts too. Try and find out. If found, nourish it to full potential. Trust them with more ownership. You could have a massive jump in performance of your group or business in areas that have previously stagnated just by doing this. Reason to delegate number 5. Succession. Succession planning is a very important process for any healthy organization. What if a piano falls on you tomorrow, or you retire, or you get a bigger job, or sell your business and find Zen and become a full-time yoga instructor? Would you prefer for your team to just fall into pieces as it cannot function without your divine presence? Or would it feel better if you created enough capable people who could step up and fill your shoes? Maybe even better than you. If you are a true leader, the answer is obvious. Also, if you do stay in the business or the industry, those are the people who will support you and collaborate with you in the future, repaying all the trust and the opportunities that you've given them. Okay, now that we've covered the reasons why you should delegate, here are 3 quick steps on how to start delegating and benefit from this quicker. Step 1. Identify waste. Look at your working day, week or month and identify those tasks that tend to take up a lot of your time but do not contribute directly to your main objectives. Targets for delegation may vary depending on your industry and your role, team composition and so on. And it's not necessarily something that you hate doing or are bad at. It can be something that you like doing and great at. There are just more critical things that require your time. So the principle is simple. If it is the task that can be done by someone else while benefiting the business, then it's a waste for you to do it and you should delegate. And here are some quick examples of tasks that can be a waste if not delegated. It's smaller projects, niche research, customer calls and queries, social media, data entry, modeling and coding, and low-impact internal meetings. Step 2. Find your avatar. To find the right person to delegate tasks to, use the following parameters. Number 1. Affinity. Does the person have interests, traits, or skills aligned with the tasks? Number 2. Growth. Is this something that could aid the person's career development? Number 3. Capacity. Does the person have the bandwidth? If they meet affinity and growth criteria, but don't have the bandwidth, maybe they should be delegating some of their current tasks too. Step number 3. Empower. Once you've identified your avatars, it is time to empower them to actually do it. And use this very simple framework for that. Number 1. Explain the tasks with clarity. 2. Coach and show best practices. 3. Set expectations. 4. Share partial authority. 5. Have a shadowing period. 6. Review and give feedback. 7. Share prime authority. 8. Drive autonomy. So, use these steps and spend some time and effort to set up delegation. You will very soon find out that you will be rewarded with loads of extra time that you can spend on your crucial tasks, a more skillful and more empowered team, and a quicker growth in your department, division and company. And that's it. If you found this video to be useful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe for more. It is very important for this new channel. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.